friends, so I'm really excited about today's video but also kind of nervous. It's a video that I've wanted to film for a really long time, but I feel like it's something that I've been waiting to do, waiting for the right moment, and I thought that now I'm ready to share with you guys my childhood diaries. I have got quite a few of them and they are so embarrassing. Like, I'm sure a lot of our childhood diaries are embarrassing, but I personally feel like mine are next level. So I've written diaries since I was probably about 6 and I could barely spell, up until I was about 15. I haven't written one in ages, but I really want to. So these diaries are really funny. They show all of the things I've been through and all of the things that I've overcome, and they just show a lot of my emotion. And sometimes I read things and I'm like, is that even me? Like, I don't even remember that happened, and gosh, I'm so dramatic. Anyways, I thought today I would start off by reading one of the funniest ones, which I always tell my friends about and they find hilarious. So I wrote this particular diary when I'd say I was probably about 7 or 8. So it was before I moved to Australia and I was living in England, and I was obsessed with a particular boy. And I really hope this person isn't watching this video, or like anyone knows who I'm talking about, because that's really embarrassing. But yeah, I had a crush and I wrote a diary about it. Look how many books I have, it's actually crazy. I can't remember which one it was that I wrote about this guy. I think this is the diary that I first wrote. It says secret book, even had a lock on it. I obviously thought it was meant to be very secret, but now I'm making it not a secret. Literally the first page says Ella's diary, keep out. And then on the next page I wrote something really dramatic, which I'll read you, and I'm not gonna say the guy's name. I'm just gonna call him Bob, because I feel like Bob's what you say when you don't want to say someone's name. So I wrote, my boyfriend is Bob. Bob is so popular. So am I guess. He is my best friend as well. Like, what? Okay, so I never had a boyfriend at this age. I just had a crush and just liked to make up in my head that he was my boyfriend and just like have my own little fantasy, obviously, in my diary. I was a very kind of creative child and would make up like stories and stuff, and obviously even make them up in my diary. And he is so popular. Is he? And am I? I don't think so. I don't even know why that was a desire at that age. But it gets better, I promise. I then wrote, I solemnly swear that I will love and stay with Bob, old and young, near and far. If someone tries to stop, I will say bah. Why would I write bar? I literally spelled it B-A-R-G-H. What does that even mean? Like, am I trying to be a sheep? Like, I'll be like, bah. Oh, it's so cute though, but also like so dramatic. I literally wrote like my vows for this guy in a book. Moving on to the next page, I just wrote, hello, my name is Ella. And then on this page, I've got like a bunch of people written down who I was friends with who are girls, and on the other side, the friends who are boys. I think maybe I was trying to plan who was gonna come to my birthday party or something, I don't know. Anyways, let's get into the juicy part. So my first diary entry says, Dear Diary, I had a great day. Well, I spelled great completely wrong. Well, mostly because I did not have to do my test. But I am worried, spelled worried wrong again, about tomorrow, because maybe, just maybe, guys, guess how I spell maybe? M-A-B-B-Y. I will have to do them. Today we learned a lovely song for Mother's Day, and at assembly my crush, Bob, gave a smile at me, but I wish he blew me a kiss. And then I've drawn a picture of him blowing a kiss at me and labelled his name. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Okay, so something that I always used to do with my diaries is start writing them halfway through the book or at the end or something. I think this was because I didn't want people to find what I'd written, so like if they found a blank book they wouldn't just go halfway through. So I'm gonna have a look and see if I've written anything at the back. I just found another page halfway through the diary, and this seems really interesting. Dear Diary, we are moving to Australia on December the 8th. We have had a big problem because our people who was going to buy our house cannot afford it anymore. So we are having to move back to our house. We had already packed some of our stuff for Australia and now having to move back in and unpack. I think my mum is very tired, not so much my dad because he is a man and men do not work well. What? Wait, because he is a man and men do not work well, people lick my dad. What? that doesn't make sense. Lick my dad, don't. I think I meant to say like, but I wrote lick my dad. Like my dad, don't. I've been working, aw. So dad doesn't get tired because he works hard, I was saying. Now I'm like my dad, I don't get tired either. I have been working hard as well as going to school because I don't want my mum to be poorly. Aw. I think mum obviously was very tired at this point because she had 4 kids under the age of 8. So like my younger sister was about 3 or something at the time. So I mean, I think that was just mum life. I think she was just tired. But that's really cute. That's interesting. I've never seen that diary entry. I've read through all of these before, but I've never come across that one. Oh, this one is so cute. It just says in here, Sunday the 10th of April. Today I got out of bed. Next I went to my mum and dad's room. And then I found my brother in my mum and dad's room. And I woke him up. And he was so happy. Soon my dad said we should go downstairs to the front room and Power Rangers was on the telly, but I didn't watch it. Then Lily woke up and we all had our breakfast. Oh, that's a cute little story, but it's not really going anywhere. Check out this handwriting, that is atrocious. Now moving on to this diary, I got this little journal, I think for like my 9th birthday. I remember I wrote this when we'd first moved to Australia. And it's the Jacqueline Wilson journal, and basically there was like lots of little questions in here that I had to answer. So it just says, what's your name? I said my name, your address, wrote that down. So the first category is like my favorites. So it says favorite food. I said chicken and sweet corn soup. Favorite color, lilac. Definitely not now. Favorite sport, swimming. Favorite time of day, lunch. Favorite pen, ink. Favorite time to go for a walk, by the sea. Favorite animal, puppies. I didn't have any puppies at this point. Favorite book, Girls Book, How to Be the Best at Everything. I remember my mum got me this book and like I loved it. Favorite smell, my mum and dad's bed. That's really weird. Why would my favorite smell be my mum and dad's bed? I think maybe it was just comforting, but that's a bit odd. Favorite thing to wear, sporty in fashion. Sporty and fashion, I think I meant. Favorite music, pop. Favorite place to go on holiday, Spain. Favorite character in Jacqueline Wilson's books, Tracy Beaker. Okay, so now it says my ideal weekend. I would get up at 6 o'clock. I would wear something comfy and my friends would like. Why? What my friends would like, who cares? I would go to a train. I would meet up with my best friends and I would see a movie. I would eat popcorn. I would visit family and people I love and care for. In the evening, I would go out for a meal with some friends. I would go to bed at 10:30. That's quite late for that age, isn't it? Maybe not, I don't know. Guys, I seriously think I was a little hopeless romantic when I was younger, because now it says, I would dream about kissing a boy I love, but I missed out the I. And there's a little picture there. I didn't draw this one though. Now here it's got my favorite hopes and dreams. I wrote, I hope one day a boy from school asked me out and then I was the most happiest person in the class. Then I would focus on my career and become successful. I have no words for that. My worst worries and problems when my mum and dad fight. Aww. My predictions for the future. In 5 years' time, I shall be an idol and look great. So I would have been like 13 in 5 years' time. In 10 years' time, I will be 19. That's me now. And I will be getting married. That's not happening. No, we're not getting married like anytime soon. Alright guys, I've got Brayden on the phone. It says here, in 10 years' time, I will be 19 years old and I'll be getting married. What do you think of that?
Yeah, keep dreaming.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen, and not anytime soon. I'm not really sure that I realized at 9 years old that like by the time I was 19, there's no way I'd be able to afford to like get married as well. Like, it's a very expensive thing. It says here, my first job will be a cook, but I've spelled it as kook, like K-O-O-K. My ideal job will be a model and a pop star. Well, I didn't do any of them. I will have 2 children. I shall live in a mansion. I shall live with my husband and children. I'm going to care and love them. And then the rest of it's just like a little diary, which I should have actually written in, but I didn't. But I love that I've got these little questions because it's so nice to know how I thought as like a 9-year-old. And I remember making this little book quite clearly. I don't think I was that young when I made this. I think I was probably about like 12 or something. But I made it for like my children in the future. It's called Ella Jones, My First. And I wrote, hello kids in the future. So the first bit says, my first day at school, I was 4 and 3 months, time around 9 AM. And I said that I can't remember how I felt, but I do remember some stories about me. The stories Mum told me were when Mrs. Hardy asked us to take our noses off, and then I went cross-eyed because I was just like... And then when I got banned from the home corner because I would never come out. So there was this area called the home corner, which was basically where you could play like role play, so mums and dads and stuff, and you could dress up, and I loved it. I would never leave, so I got banned. I think I'm going to wrap up this video here, but I have more diaries that I can read in another video if you guys would like to hear me read them. I've got this one, which is my 2013 diary, and I briefly had a read, and there is so much in here that I feel like it needs a whole video, and there's a lot of kind of emotional things in here and like troubles that I've overcome. So if you'd like to hear me read this and just talk about like how much I've changed, like let me know in the comments and I could definitely do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Please don't think I'm too weird because I have changed a lot since I was like 6 years old, I promise. But make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and again let me know if you'd want me to do another video like this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.